Hey guys, in today's quick tip video, I wanted to give you some fresh new spring date ideas. The seasons are changing. Here in Colorado, we still have snow in the spring, but we also have really beautiful days too. My hope in this video is to give you some ideas on how you can be inspired by spring to bring some fresh new ideas to your date nights. Let's get to work. The reason why I suggest having a regular date is because dates can really provide a platform for a deeper connection and for conversation. One of my favorite studies is about happiness and conflict. A lot of the times we think that if we can decrease conflict, then our happiness and our connection will then automatically go up. That's actually not supported in research. However, the opposite is supported in research. That if we are intentional to increase our connection, to increase our happiness together, then conflict can actually start to come down. So dates can really be a win-win as far as intimacy and can be a way to prevent having some conflict. In connection with this video, I've created a blog that has 31 spring date ideas. Since this is a quick tip video, I don't want to go into depth into all 31. However, I am going to share with you some of the standouts that come to mind. The first that I have on my list here is to attend a sporting event. When I think about spring, one thing that comes to mind that I hear couples talk about is to go to a sporting event. Some sports that are really popular right now might be baseball, softball, volleyball. I also think about tennis. So you may want to attend one of the events yourself, or perhaps you want to play a game of tennis together. Another thing that comes to mind with spring is to be outside, of course, but I also think about how you can celebrate spring at home. If it's challenging to have dates outside of the home, then think about those really nice spring days where you might want to have dinner out on your patio. Perhaps you want to have a movie in the backyard. You can buy a projector. About $100, maybe a little bit more if you want something of a higher quality, but they start around $100. So instead of spending that money out on the town, you can use that at home. But I want you to think about how you can have a date at home, that you love your home, you want to be with your partner, so soak in the outdoors while being at home. One more that I thought of for the spring outdoor activity is to do stargazing. Since it's not so cold in the evenings anymore, you still might want some blankets depending on where you live. But once you get out of town, you get out of those city lights, you can also soak in our beautiful night sky. Another idea that comes to mind now that it's nicer out is to restaurant hop. I love when couples are trying to decide where they want to go to eat and they decide to go to all different places. So perhaps you have an appetizer, your meal, and dessert at 3 different locations. If you like to have a nice cocktail, perhaps that's a 4th location. Since it's nice, you can hop around to all of your favorite spots together. Another thing that comes to mind with spring is baby season. I think about wildlife. This was inspired by a conversation I had with some friends about foals and how cute these cute little horses, these little foals can be. They can just be so precious. So if you have the opportunity to visit a local farm that has maybe some open tours where you can contact them to see if you can come by, you can really spot some cute little foals or calves being born, or at least shortly after. I also think about if you go camping, you might want to think about what time of year that deers have their babies, or any type of baby season. Even though it's rare and hard to see baby wildlife, it can still be fun to look at that and research that together and then go camping with the hopes that you'll run into them. And my last idea that stands out on my list is to visit some hot springs. It's a lovely time of year to be outside, but it can still be a little chilly. So hot springs can be a great middle ground to explore together. On my blog, I have some standout locations in Colorado that you might want to attend. This idea came to mind because I had 3 clients in 1 week say that they went to the hot springs. I couldn't believe the odds of 3 people going to the hot springs in a week. So it says a lot about how nice that can be this time of year. If you're new here, hi, my name is Emily, and I'm a licensed professional counselor here at the Couples Workshop, where I provide no BS couples counseling. I also put out videos like this, focusing on quick tips to help you reconnect in your relationship. Please consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.